What is up, YouTube? Blackangled here, bringing you more west of Loathing. Last time I left off, we explored the entire Jewel Saloon, and now she looks angry. She's so angry she doesn't want to talk to me. This water's for horses only. Stupid horse cart, get out of the way. Dirtwater, what was that? Mercantile. Hello there, welcome to Dirtwater Mercantile. Oh, hello. I didn't expect like an entire list of just stuff. I don't want to sell any of this. Disposable binoculars. You discover new map locations if you can find a high vantage point. That sounds important. I have 1,000 meat. Let's grab these binoculars. Dynamite. Modern snake oiler. Using this to learn a new snake oiling skill. It's an old back issue of the popular magazine for snake oilers. That also sounds important. Oh, Vienna sausages. Anyway, let's get this book too. Oh then, this place is more helpful than I thought it would be. Anything on the shelves? Favorites, groceries, assorted. I ran into the shop owner again. Let's see. Ooh, issue 101. That's the greatest issue. Read it. There's a letter to the editor from a woman in Wyoming who had an amazing idea. What if you shot somebody 3 times instead of just once? Gives Fanhammer a combat skill that lets you quickly do 3 ranged attacks. That sounds amazing. There's a recipe for a quick brew potion that fortifies your body, mind, spirit. Gives strong medicine, a combat skill that temporarily increases your muscle, mysticality, and moxie. There's a fold-out chart listing all the hottest new poisons. Gives expert poisoner a passive skill that multiplies the amount of poison you apply to enemies when you poison them. Ooh. I do a lot of damage with my gun, though. So, let's do that. Let's do Fanhammer. As I click it instead of pressing the 1 key. Nice. You unload round after round into a nearby cactus just to see how it feels. It feels pretty good. There's no cactuses inside the store. Unfortunately, a stray spark from one of your shots sets the magazine on fire, and you're unable to prevent it from being destroyed. Aww. Ooh, Dirtwater Dirt Aider Post of Ice. Spotted by LTNT. Oh, hello. This little girl's selling flowers. Yeah, let's buy some flowers. Thank you, lady. Yay! She seems so nice. Sweet smelling flowers. These flowers smell really good. This item goes in your offhand. 15% stench resistance. What hand would it go into? Oh. Oh, these don't equip anymore, so. Well then. Works out, I guess. One of those newfangled telegraph machines. Big cabinet of locked post office boxes. Hi, I'm Lola Hickok. Any mail for me? Nope. Darn. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Alright, let's have it. You write a quick note to Rufus, letting him know what you've been up to and that you're okay. That'll be... oh, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Yeah! I stole that postcard. It was probably the businessman before he, well, died. The clerk clears her throat. Howdy, are you the sheriff here? No, we don't currently have a sheriff. I shall be the sheriff. Do you have a law enforcement experience? Not really. Have you been to a sheriff's school? No. Do you have an existent relationship with Dirtwater's local government, or are familiar with all the local ordinances? Do you even live here? No. Then what may I ask in tarnation makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff? I just assumed. You just assumed that you could just mosey into town and become sheriff in your first day? Well, when you put it that way. She snorts. If I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed protagonist-looking kid who wandered in here thinking they were the most important tenderfoot to ever strap in iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerk job. Sorry. It's okay. Like I said, happens all the time. Offered help? Need any help until you find a new sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice. Wanted posters are back there. The cells are over yonder. She points behind her and off to the right, respectively. I take my leave. Dude, she just tore me a new one. It's a wanted poster. No, wait, you misread it. It's a wasted poster. Close enough. Read it. Poster read, Wasted. The Stripy Hat Gang. For grand theft, paint, and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat reward. Ooh. I'm interested. Let's see. Dirt and rotten paint thieves and low down, no fashion sense hat vandals. Despicable. Want to go after them? Yes. Discover a new location. Cavern Canyon. Alright, sweet. Wanted poster. Or a wanted poster if accuracy is important. It says, Wanted. The House in the Desert Gang. For mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at the house in the desert. They murdered 2 collecting agents. Ooh, 500 meat reward. They're lower than the Striped Hat Gang. You wonder if the house is named after them, or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least the location is unambiguous. Want to go after them? Yeah, let's take that then. The house is in the desert. Alright, sweet. Empty cell. This empty cell is all ghostly. Why are all these cells empty? Oh, do I have like a choice to like arrest them and not murder all of them like I plan to do? Ooh, a lot available. Look at how this guy's walking. He's so confident. He's just like, dum 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 dum. But you know what? I can walk confidently too. Watch this. Yeah! Look at me! Super confident. No one can stop this. Alright, anyway. Well, we got a couple things to do. Let's look at the map. Can I move this hat? Oh, I can. Oof. Okay. Oh, I just hit my ankle on the chair. Ow. Let's go to the desert house first. A skeleton approaches you, and in that jittery, stop-motion-y way the skeletons do. Judging by its hat, it appears to be the skeleton of a beanslinger. You remember the classic saying, old beanslingers die like normal people, but sometimes they keep walking around and casting spells at you afterwards. Trick it and take its hat. Ooh, hornswoggle. Let's fight it. I like to use my new thing. Aww. That's disappointing. What is up, YouTube? Blackangled here, and if you notice, this part has been added on because my recording that I was just doing decided to stop on me, and so I've lost, let's see, 10, maybe 15 minutes of footage. I gotta really work out what's going on with that, but I'll fill you in. The video ended right around when we defeated the skeleton. Coming back to it, we met a traveling merchant. We defeated the first gang of bandits that were in here. That were in the area. We went back and got the bounty collected, and then we came back to check on the ranch. Went back and checked on the ranch, which led us here. We found the diary of a girl. That's the thing I can show you. We found Mary Stern's diary. We read it. We found the creepy doll that it's talking about in here. I'll just skim through it real quick. Pause if necessary. Code word was peanut butter to go through an ancient demon door. And now we're here. So that's gonna... Ah, God, that really sucks. Atop this sinister-looking altar sits a copper goblet filled with what appears to be blood. good. Take the goblet. Chill runs down your spine as you touch the goblet. You got an item. Goblet of blood. Ugh. This goblet of blood from a cursed altar in a spooky secret basement room. It's probably safe and fine and good. Do I have the doll? Can I talk to her again? Maybe I have to go back to the toy box. Let's go check. Let's see here. Talk to him. My tea! We can finish our tea party now. Okay, so we did the right thing. So we're supposed to go back down into the basement and grab the tea. Definitely not blood. Sure, why not? Carefully pour the blood from the goblet into Grace's mouth. Ugh. Grace leaps out of the toy box, laughing maniacally, and climbs the ranch house's ruined chimney. She turns towards you. See you soon. She leaps to the ground behind the house and scampers off to the northwest. That's probably fine. That's not fine. Maybe I should have broke that goblet thinking about it. Oh wait, what? It's a button cactus. Harvest that. Edible bits. Cactus bites. Between the smoke and the noise, you're guessing that the contents of this outhouse are more dangerous than the average outhouse contents. Let's open the door. Oh, it's the cow demon again. Alright. Well, we got a new pistol I'd like to use anyway, so... Ha! How do I fire again? And boom. Cow's dead. By the soft light of the fading embers, you see a glint of light from below. You hold your nose with one hand and you fish out your prize with the other. You got an item, toilet pistol. Yeah! Susie carves another notch in the stock of her rifle. Cow hate flashes in her eyes. Her resolve intensifies. Susie has become stronger. Good for her. I'm glad she's taking her anger out of things. Mary Stearns. This flower is smoking. Pick it. Ow, ow. You got an item, smoking cereal. Crustacea? I can't say flower words. Looks like Jethro's bones were dug up by some varmint or another. Let's search them. You find a charred locket among the blackened bones. Can you look inside the locket? Examine it. The lock on this locket reminds you why they call it a locket. Let's pick the lock. You carefully pick the lock. You got an item. Picture of Mary Stearns. Oh. Faded daguerreotype of a little girl. The name Mary is written on the back. Examine that. It's a photo of a serious-looking little girl. On the back is written Mary Stearns. I get it because she's stern. Thanksgiving, 1894. Sad. Alright then. Does fly do anything? Spell damage. Alright, so we've awakened a demon doll, which is fine. There's nothing wrong about that, and we'll never talk about it. Let's move on. Fort Cowardice. There's the Potemkin gang. I don't think there's anything else. So let's go to Cavern Canyon. Spot a cemetery on the horizon. The lettering over the gate says the Dave Yard, which seems oddly specific. You discover a new map location, the Dave Yard. Okay. What's new, Susie? There's another ranch on this, out this way. The Butterfield Ranch, dairy farm, mainly. Alright, we can check it out. Butterfield Farm. Next. Just looking to get a move on West Street. Okay, good idea. Let's dig up grave. Yeah, brown boots. Nice, I'm taking it. Let's see here. Maximum AP. This one gives me maximum AP and Moxie, so I'll keep these on. These remains look pretty restless. Let's put them to rest then. That was easy. Moving on. Got a skeleton bone. Here lies Dave C. Went down in the theater. Are these guys all named Dave? Indeed they are. This tree has dozens of messages carved into the bark, each reading Dave was here. Wow. Let's put these bones away. Glad I brought Susie along. That was a lot. She does a lot of damage. Got a gold tooth. Here lies Dave J. Here lies Dave L. Looks like the gravedigger left his lunchbox. Hey, free food. Got some Vienna blood sausage. Gross. Yeah, and thermos of spiked coffee. And they said there was no such thing. Spiked coffee, dude. Increases your speed by 1 for the rest of the day. Okay. More restless bones. Let's take care of this. And done. The skeleton bone. And if I'm a little too quiet, I'm periodically checking if I'm still recording. Right, these bones are... this is one of those things that they have in the mausoleums. You know, one of the those big marble things with drawers full of skeletons. We can open one, or we can open a whole bunch. Now, let's see here. Well, Lola's no coward, so we're gonna open a whole bunch of them. I heard xylophone noises. Alright, let's take care of these guys. Boom. Ow. Ooh. I don't know what that does, but I don't like it, so let's kill the beam slinger next. Ow, damn. It hurts. And done. 3 up and 3 down is a thing they would say about this if baseball analogies were a thing. We've got a bunch of skull chips. Ooh. Let's see. Hornswoggling Deadeye. Oh shit! I just put a thing I can barely use. I'm gonna go ahead and put automatically spend XP, so I don't have to worry about it as much. Can we just keep fighting skeletons over and over and over again, or? Oh, man, why am I getting beat up so much? Let's have Susie construct a barricade in front of us. There you go. I feel a lot better. Except for the spooky effect that's being put on me. There we go. Taken care of. And let's mess up the house. And we're done. Yeah. Gumption went up, skull chips, and got a gold tooth. We keep going. I think this just doesn't stop, so we're just gonna move on. Ooh. There wasn't a satanic ritual going on in here. It's got a ritual circle drawn on the ground in red chalk. The big stone sarcophagus. There's a pile of mostly burned rags that may be used to be a person. Investigate. Dig through the rags and find a few things that look like they're worth keeping. You got an item, gore-splattered scroll, human ashes. There's some kind of recipe here. Robe recipe. Okay. I'm guessing that's what used to be the gravedigger. Let's see. Let's look at this. The scroll is almost too covered in blood and viscera to read. Luckily for you that you've gotten all the practice reading inside inside of a dog. Scrap the largest of the giblets off the scroll and read it. It says to take a pile of human ashes, spread them out in the shape of a person inside a red chalk's ritual circle, then sprinkle them with stardust, and place a mostly perfect or better glass sphere where the heart would be. Anyway, that's the gist of it. The actual text has a lot more these and thous and such as like that. Yeah. Plus, there's a bunch of weird gibberish you're supposed to say out loud while you're doing it. Okay. Well, one, I don't think we have Stardust. Unless we do, which I heavily doubt. Yeah, definitely no Stardust. And we definitely don't have a crystal globe. So, we might come back here later. It's the rope recipe. This is a recipe for the delivery of 150 black silk robes. Sounds pretty ominous. It's time you started gathering clues about the whole Proton dead situation. What? God. Situation that's going on around these parts. You grab a notebook and paperclip the receipt to the first page. You got your you got the Adam Necromancer journal. Let's check this out. Read it. You open your Necromancer journal and examine the information you've collected so far. You found a recipe for a delivery of robes. Looking at it more closely, you see that there's a surcharge for delivery past Boulder Pass. That means the Necromancer's lair is definitely west of the mountains. Good to know. Hey, progress. Alrighty. So I should come back here when I've got Stardust. And a nice circular globe. Spherical. Pile of bones. You got an item skull with an odd tag on it. What's that about? Skull has a little paper tag tied to it, which has intercementorial on the side, or and some notes on the other. Let's examine it. Talking the skull has a serial number, and it says it was borrowed from the submission catacombs on February 19th, 1886. Jeez, this thing is really late. The back of the tag has the catacombs address on it. You discover a new map, old mission. Skulls. Check them out. Alright, sweet. And I believe that's the end of the map. Let's head to Cavern Canyon. Find a wrecked bank stagecoach with a strong box in the back. It's too heavy to carry, but to lock open. Leave it be. Sadly, we don't have lock open. Ooh, dangerous spiders. Sorry about that. Weapons. Weapons. Scrawled on it in black paint. Open it. I got a fancy knife. That is a lot of eyes on that damn spider. You dig to the crate and it's mostly full of packed straw, but you find a pretty fancy knife at the back. You hear a sudden chittering coming from the big hole behind you. I ain't afraid no spider. 7, 9, 5, 6. Let's put this, let's get the fancy knife. You must have a death wish standing this close to that thing. You should leave right now before the spiders eat you. No, I want stuff. Right now before the spiders eat you. But I want to fight said spider. Why ain't no let me? Man, I came to wrestle with some spiders and it's not giving me my satisfaction. Fine, I'll just leave. This cave door has been boarded up. I'll pry it open. The boards can't hide from you, from your prying eyes or your prying crowbar. Let's see here. This door has like 15 deadbolts on it. The note tacked to it says, "Please don't open the door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open it because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider. It isn't even signed, so you can hardly be expected to take it seriously." Yeah, open the door. The tunnel behind the opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider. Oh, I've opened a giant spider. Okay, what's this about? Why am I... You can see the gang on the other side of the big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get to them from this end. If you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. Do I have to tame a spider to get past this? Maybe that's why I can't fight the spider. Alright, let's go talk to the spider. No way you're going back in there. Ooh. I got hot coffee from her. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering, then silence. Let's go inside. The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Yeah, let's arrest him. You stack the cocoons on the back of your horse, except for one, which Susie carries on her shoulders and heads back to Dirtwater Jail. Oh, I made Susie carry one. Is that the Stripy Hat Gang? What happened to him? He had a run-in with a giant spider. A giant spider of justice. Fortunately, the reward is for the results rather than explanations. You don't like my spider of justice? Oh god, they're still wrapped up. We didn't take them out. Hey, another water poster. Oh no, we already read that one. Yet another water poster. What's this one? The Black Hat Bandits for horse theft and selling of counterfeit glue. Oh no! Last seen headed north to the old millinery. No good can come of the criminals with access to hat-making machinery. Would you like to go investigate? Yes, indeed. The old millinery. Millinery. It's a good word. Alrighty, and with that, I'm going to end the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it, I know how to speak. I promise. Let's just... If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.